I was born down in Carson, North Dakota, which was about 40 miles south of Bismarck. But it wasn't until 1941 that I accepted the Lord. I was 19. But I always sensed the hand of the Lord on me in some way or another. And then the war came and things changed all over. It was several months after the war was declared that I felt that I needed to join the Navy. My first night in the Navy, as I lay in my bunk that night, I was overwhelmed with the assurance that I was exactly where God wanted me to be. And they sent me to Texas A&M to study electronics there. We got the equivalent of 2 years of electrical engineering in 3 months. I often say they cut a hole in my cranium and poured the stuff in. The war was over in August, as I remember, and I was discharged the 17th of December, and in January of '46, my wife and I enrolled in Cleveland, Tennessee. At that time, the college had purchased a bunch of house trailers. When we were there were 7 married couples. Each of us had a trailer to live in. We participated on the campus for everything. I was in the Bob Jones Quartet. I was first tenor. We were on the radio program with Dr. Bob Sr. every morning.
Founder of Bob Jones University, Dr. Bob Jones says,
"The secret of success is finding out what God wants you to do and doing it."
Glorious things of thee are spoken, Zion.
We had some marvelous teachers that were there. Dr. Parker and his wife were they were a lovely couple. Everybody loved them. Oh, Dr. Haight, she was a character. I was in her mission class, and she just had so many stories to tell. She went to the mission field for the first time at 50 years of age. Dr. Bob used to say, "We want to show you how to shoot the gospel gun." Every weekend, there was a group that would go out and evangelize in the community. It was a tremendous experience. The chapel service to me was a real highlight. So many wonderful speakers were brought in that had an influence on our lives. We saw people that were dedicated and what it means to be dedicated to the Lord. My wife and I both wanted to go to China as missionaries, but in 1948, the doors to China closed. There was a mission prayer band on the campus, and I was at the meeting, and we knew the doors of China were closed, but we didn't know where the Lord wanted us to be. And Dr. Grubb spoke on the tremendous opportunities in Japan, and particularly Japan was to have commercial radio. I went home to my wife and I said, I'm just wondering if the Lord wants us to go to Japan now that we can't go to China. And so she said, if that's where you feel the Lord calling us, let's go. And so that's how our decision was made. And we went to Japan with the idea of working in radio. The thing that was so outstanding when we came to Bob Jones, that we were in the will of the Lord, getting ready to prepare our lives for the service. And we just felt that we were in the best place for getting that experience and getting that learning at Bob Jones College. It was a wonderful place.